Galnet News Digest, 10th of October 3305. We read the news so you don't have to. In this week's news, Bring Back Beaters campaign gains key concessions. Crop-Wilt pathogen clue to food shortage. 1 month until Speedbowl 3. Full throttle at Pareco ends early. Bring Back Beaters campaign gains key concessions. The Amalgamated Union of Self-Appointed Spokesmen for Commanders has reported back to ungrateful workers about its victorious negotiations with the capitalist lackeys of the Pilots' Federation. The union's demands were threefold. It demanded better communication. It demanded that long-standing and new bugs in flight management and starport trading software be addressed. It demanded that the Pilots' Federation should bring back beaters. The union has won concessions from the Pilots' Federation in the following important respects. The Pilots' Federation was already considering internally how communications about known issues could be improved, and in a humiliating climb-down has agreed to continue considering how communication could be improved, and once it's decided, to communicate it. The Pilots' Federation plans to release fleet carriers in December this year. The union has forced the Pilots' Federation to make the unprecedented concession that it will tell commanders whether there'll be a period of beta testing no later than the time the beta testing period would be expected to start, in mid to late November. The union believes that commanders working for the Pilots' Federation must continue to stand shoulder to shoulder against the Pilots' Federation management and must work hard to improve the morale of software engineers within the Pilots' Federation by continually pointing out all the mistakes and errors in the software. The union reminds its members that any commander suspected of being friendly towards the management of the Pilots' Federation faces expulsion if found to be a collaborator. Commanders of the Galaxy, unite! Crop-Wilt pathogen clue to food shortage. Hard-hitting investigations into dwindling levels of fruit and vegetables in the galactic stockpile have identified a common cause. Crops on almost all agricultural worlds are being hit by a devastating disease that causes entire continents of food production to wither within a matter of days. There are inconsistencies in the official story. Dr. Genevieve Kane of the Interstellar Association for Agriculture claims that the organisation has identified genetic similarities with known pathogens, thus suggesting that the immediate biological cause has been isolated, but she also states that the cause has not yet been identified. It is certainly unprecedented that so many worlds in different systems should be simultaneously struck by crop failure. What agent could be carrying the virus across the vacuum of space? The finger of suspicion might have fallen on Rockforth's new and uncertified fertilizer, had it been launched a few weeks earlier. The galactic authorities have insisted that there is no need to panic buy, and that there are sufficient supplies of non-perishable foodstuffs to ensure that no one will starve. However, while they continue to investigate the exact nature of the crop blight, two organisations, the Alliance-aligned Crimson State Limited in DISO and Federal-aligned Orerv Universal Limited in Orerv, have started organising a relief effort, codenamed Operation Yellowhammer, requesting deliveries of pesticides, synthetic reagents and grain to be delivered to their respective systems to guard against what they describe as the no-meal scenario. 1 month until Speedbowl 3. The fourth Speedbowl event, Speedbowl 3, will be taking place before the end of the year, following on from Speedbowl 1, Speedbowl 2, and the Distant Worlds Speedbowl event. This event seeks out the most reckless pilots who are capable of sending their spacecraft diving towards the planet at many thousands of meters per second in normal flight and pulling up at the last minute to avoid a silicon-induced death. All comers will be welcomed by organisers Halo Joan and Primetime Casual and may be filmed by the Burr Pit. The event will take place on the 9th and 10th of November at Margulis Depot in the 61 Virginis system. Search Speedbowl in all good forums for all the details. Full Throttle at Pareco ends early. The latest buckyball time trial, Full Throttle at Perico, has been called off early after a bookies outsider set a target believed to be impossible to beat. The object of the race was to land at as many stations in the Perico system as possible within 20 minutes. Neville Ring, Phillips Market, Webb Station, Asire Dock, Crown Orbital and Garden Ring are all so close together that it was believed to be possible to make 20 station stops during the race. However, Commander Stephen Benedetti's expertise put the entire buckyball community to shame, visiting nearly 10 stations, which everyone agreed was far better than the 17 stops achieved by Commander Dar Plata earlier in the week. There was a general consensus that Commander Benedetti's achievement could not possibly be surpassed, and the race, which had been scheduled to run until midnight Sunday, has concluded. Commanders everywhere are invited to visit the solid gold statues of Commander Benedetti that have been erected at all stations in Perico. And that's this week's Galnet News. Galnet News, we read the news so you don't have to.